We will start with Audrey Schneider.
Hey Jason, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm just wondering kind of how you worked through if there was a decision to come back this year. I know a lot of fans kind of got a little worried when you were presumably training with Micah in California. How did that go, and was there a decision to make to come back for you?
Yeah, like there was never any decision to ever come back because I was always coming back. Like I believe like there's always a narrative being written, and that's because you guys are the ones that write it. I was always gonna come back. I just used that opportunity to go train out in California with my brothers. Get better, relax, and it was good. It was a good opportunity, and I'm glad I did it. Mhm.
Tyler Donahue.
Hi, Jason. Good afternoon. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Curious where you would track your progress right now. Year 3 at Penn State. You got a lot of reps last year. How far have you come along just since the start of your redshirt freshman season?
A lot. I would like to say. It's been a long time coming. I feel like I still have a long ways to go. I made like a lot of steady progress. I pride myself on that. Just every year, every game, every practice, just like trying to get not just 1% better, but like 15%, 20% better. Just working on every like little aspect of your game. So I think I've gotten better, a lot better, and I can't wait to just show that when we play Indiana.
Audrey Schneider.
Uh, Jason, you and Micah had another race out there with the 40. Where are you at 40 wise, and what are some of your latest testing numbers? Whether maybe, I don't know if you tested over the summer or while you were out in California, maybe.
See, me and Micah didn't run the 40. We ran
Or you guys ran?
was 20
Yeah.
yards, and so I haven't timed myself in the 40 in a while. So I'm not sure what I'm at, but I know I'm faster than what I was when I did run it. And but yeah, that race that wasn't a 40. It was 20. And all I'm gonna say is camera angle. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's that.
Mark Wogenrich.
Jason, where are you better? You said a couple times that you're better. Where are you better now than you were last year? And how are you translating all your athletic ability into becoming a better football player?
I would say just doing that. Like I'm getting better in the run game. My steps are better. Before I was taking this elongated step, and I was rising up. That's why defenders were able to get in my chest. So I'm better with that. Shooting more horizontally instead of vertically. In my pass rush, I'm having more of a plan. I'm seeing the hands. I'm not just always in that rush on the outside because defenders, they start catching on to that and they decide to push you outward. So I'm taking the inside move as well. I'm working on my physicality, so I'm taking the bull as well. I worked on my long arm, my bull rush, because you can't always rush on the outside. You gotta apply the pressure sometimes. So I'm working on that. My pre-snap reads, I'm getting better with formations, just my knowledge in the game. So every aspect, I'm getting better.
Parth.
How's it going, Jason? Appreciate you doing this morning.
Thank you.
Last few months, just with the varying reports of will the Big Ten play, will the Big Ten not play? How did that affect your mental health?
It's a lot. Like I feel like a lot of people just don't realize that part and everything. Like the players' mental health. Like I know the fans, they want football. And football is a beautiful sport. I'm just happy we can play it. But like at the end of the day, we're the ones playing it, and it was just like an emotional roller coaster because we would come back, we would have high hopes we'd be playing, and then we'd have to leave, and then we just didn't know what was happening. So obviously there was an emotional roller coaster, and you just didn't know what you were gonna do. You didn't, because a lot of plans were messed up. A lot of plans were gonna be messed up if there wasn't gonna be a season. So you got to take that into account. You got to go through a whole nother camp, a whole nother summer, winter workouts, all that. It's just a lot of tolls on your body. So it was getting emotional. It was.
Bob Founders.
Hi, Jayson. Thanks for your time. I just wanted to ask you, during the off season, are you aware or do you pay any attention to stuff like Bruce Feldman's freaks list, where you're way up there? And there are some people that are already talking about you, and with regard to the NFL draft and your potential, and you really are just kind of getting started a little bit at Penn State. Do you have any reaction to that? Is it amusing to you? How seriously do you take that stuff, Jayson?
Obviously, it's a blessing to be in all those stuff, but like I said, it's all like a narrative. You guys create all that stuff. I just go out there and hoop and try to strive to be the best player that I can be. But it's obviously an honor to be in all that stuff, and it just helps. It's gonna strive me to go for greater things, break more records and stuff like that. But I just go out there and hoop.
Tyler Donahue.
Jayson, when you ended up committing to Penn State, Coach Spencer was such a big part of that. I know he meant a lot to you when you got to campus. How's that transition gone for you? Do you still stay in contact at all with Coach Chaos, and what's it been like with Coach Scott so far?
Yeah, me and Coach Spence relationship, it was always it was a good one, and he's a large reason why I'm here, and it hurt when he left, but it was a good opportunity for him, and we still talk. I still congratulate him for what he did, what he's doing, and stuff like that. It was a good opportunity, yeah. But my relationship with Coach Scott, that's my guy, that's my dog. He's already made a good impression on us because just the information and knowledge he's able to teach us about the game that we weren't accustomed to. So he's teaching in a different way, and then we have Deion Barnes as well. And it's just like a tandem because Coach Scott is teaching us like the nuances of the game, like the little things we need to know just to be a better football player, like the X's and O's and stuff like that. And Deion is telling us like the techniques, how to do it, like pass rushing, because he played, and it's like a great tandem. So I feel like we're in a great spot in terms of like coaching, and like there's been a really like great increase in the skills that we've just gotten, so I feel like we're going to be really good this year.
Back to Audrey Schneider.
Jayson, we've heard a lot last year about Adisa Isaac. How have you maybe seen or heard about his progress, and what excites you about Adisa?
Adisa's like, I don't know, he's like a freak too, and that's just crazy. It's just me saying it because I'm seeing like what like a freak looks like because I've never seen it like that. And his get off is crazy. Like it's like that. His twitch, he's very twitchy. He's strong, explosive, can play the run. He's like very mature. Like I've never seen a kid that young, like that mature, and like just knows what he has to do and does it. Doesn't say anything about it and just does it. And he has like a knack for the game and everything. So I'm really excited for Adisa because man, he's just a sponge. He does what he said, what he has to do, what people want him to do, and he does it. He does it. That's all I have to say. He does it.
Dustin Hockensmith.
Hey, Jayson, I wanted to ask you just about speed off the edge, because with you and Shockey, you mentioned Adisa with his quick twitch. How important is that, and what does that do to offenses when they know that speed can be coming off the edge at any time?
It just forces them to respect it, and like when they have to respect it, it just opens up so many different things you can do. You can take it inside because their hips are already going to be facing you because they're trying to compensate for your speed, and at that point you could just quick go inside, or even then they're going to be standing straight up because they have to rush out there anyway. Just put it in their chest, boom. So like that initial get off is everything and if you do it the exact same way, you don't change, you don't like telegraph what you're going to do, it'd be crazy because it just opens up different things. So the get off is really key.
Wogenrich.
Jayson, you and Mike were really competitive here. Who's now replaced him as being your new source of competition? Who's your new Micah?
Man, it was never like I needed anyone to to have competition. Like at the end of the day, you're a competition with yourself. So I wouldn't say there's anyone that's the new Micah. Right now I'm just in competition with myself, trying to get to the level I want to get to and reach the goals I want to reach. And if I reach them, I reach them. I'm in competition with myself.
Tyler Donahue.
You came in with Rasheed Walker. You both hit the field in a big way last year. Why is he such a special talent on the offensive edge, countering guys like you who bring that athleticism from the defensive edge?
Like he's just a dog. It's no more than that. He's a dog. He brings that that swag that just I'm gonna will myself over you. He just brings that dog to the offensive side. That Penn State it's maybe not been like that for like a while. So we're building that culture where we don't want to be pushed around. We're gonna push you around. And he brings that culture to the offensive line. The offensive line is getting really gritty. I'm telling you, they're getting really, really gritty. And it stems off Rasheed's, tenacity, to CJ Thorpe, Des Holmes, Mennett, all of them. So, it's just a good place for the offensive line.
Just as a reminder, if you have a question, please hit the raise hand button. Andrew Porterfield.
Hey, Jayson, thanks for doing this. And I apologize if you already answered this. I joined in a little late. Who are some guys you kind of model your game after in the NFL?
Believe it or not, I don't really even watch the NFL that much. But in terms of I'm telling you, I just go out there and just try to do what I can do based on my body, based on what I see and react. I'm not really even trying to model anybody. But I like Khalil Mack. I like what's the boy from the Vikings? I forgot. He's the number 99. But I like them too. But I don't really match myself to anybody in that NFL.
Mark Wogenrich.
And are the Wild Dogs still the Wild Dogs without Coach Spencer?
That's a big question. I don't know. I feel like we have to make our own identity. Spence brought that culture. The culture's still here. We still have everything, all the principles he has instilled in us. But I feel like we have to make our own identity. And what that name is going to be, what it's going to be, I can't tell you. But I don't know yet.
Ryan Snyder.
Last night, Coach Franklin had a lot to say about Nick Tarburton, just his struggle with injuries, and maybe what we can expect from him this year. Just kind of curious on what you've seen over the last year or two from Nick, and maybe what you expect from him on the D line this year.
Me and Nick, we came in together as the only DNs in our class, I think. But I've seen him struggle. I've seen him, prevail through stuff. I've seen him go through a lot, and just to see how he's progressed going through all those injuries, it's crazy because what he's doing now is it's impressive. He looks completely rejuvenated, like a whole new body. He looks impressive.
Ben Free.
Hey, Jason, what would be for you? What would be a successful season?
Winning the Big Ten championship.
Ryan Snyder.
Jayson, I don't know if this is true or not, but there was talk at one point that you were maybe considering opting out this year. Was there ever any truth to that?
It's not even smart for me to do that. It was never smart for me to do that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, just there were internet rumors. Just curious. Thank you.
Ryan Parsons.
Hey, Jayson. So you and Micah were you were put on Bruce Fettleman's freaks list ahead of this season. Do you think that's something that accurately reflects like how you play, or it's a good representation of your play style?
Yeah, really. Because I feel like the first few years of my career here, I mean, I wouldn't even say career, I mean football, really, because I started junior year. It's just been just going out there and doing like whatever I can to, try to get the quarterback or try to get anyone who has the balls. It hasn't always necessarily been the most technical way. Like, so it's ways, I'm just trying to get there. So it might be freaky. It might be some like a way, like another, it's not conventional, but I feel like Bruce's list, yeah, that's a good representation of what my game is like.
Evan Patrick.
Hey, Jayson. So personally for you this season, what are some of your goals and what do you need to see happen for you to consider it successful?
Right now, like I said, Big Ten championship. If I'm doing what I need to do, it's all gonna pay off. Like, we're gonna get the championship. If I play well, we're gonna get the championship. If we play well, we're gonna get the championship. So it's not even anything about the individuals right now.
Ben Fareed.
Jayson, have you stayed in contact with Coach Spencer at all? And if so, I mean, what have some of those conversations looked like?
Yeah, stayed in contact. He checks up on me every once in a while, how I'm doing. I check up on him about how he's doing. Any new techniques he's learned, or any things like he can teach me about what he's learning from there, so I can get ready for whenever it's my opportunity to be in the NFL. So stuff like that.
Evan Patrick.
What excites you the most about the group that is on the defensive line this season and what we're going to see from them?
It's just, I would say it's like we're all very skilled now. Like it just looks like we're like seeping in and taking in all the information that we're learning, because we're learning a new way to do things. It's different, and I feel like we're taking to it a lot, and it's just gonna breed a different monster, because we were doing a lot of stuff based on just raw like will. It wasn't just always the most technically sound way. It wasn't the most conventional way, especially how we played the run, especially how we rushed. So I feel like we're doing it, the right way now. We're doing it a different way.
Joe Giuliano.
Hi, Jayson. I apologize if this has been asked already, but did you ever consider opting out?
No.
And did you work out with Mike at all in California?
Yeah, me, Mike, and just.
John Sauber.
Hey, Jayson, how often do you get to go up against Rasheed Walker in practice, and what are those battles like? Who comes out on top more often than not, and do you enjoy that high level of competition?
Yeah, I enjoy it. We pride ourselves on, just being competitive, trying to make each other better, going hard, like just really going hard. So it's like one-on-ones, it's always me and him. The team, it's me and him. We're on the same side, just getting better. And I don't know what the score is right now, but I would say it's pretty close. It's always great battles when me and him go together. And it's been like that since freshman year.
William Pegler.
Hey, Jayson, you talked about the group as a whole a few questions ago, but where do you think you've improved personally, with your technique overall this offseason?
I feel like I said, the way I'm playing the run is way better. I'm adding more technique to it, and then my rush, I'm having more of a plan. Not trying to be one-dimensional, just rushing the outside the whole time. Adding a bull to it, power, knowing when to convert to power, stuff like that. Pre-snap reads.
And free.
Jayson, there was a couple of videos that came out on social media of you and Micah sprinting against each other out there in California. So, do you guys ever settle who is faster?
See, Michael will never let you know what the real answer is. And I'm a good guy, so I'm never gonna, step out, like I say. But those videos, all I'm gonna say is camera angle. It's camera angle. That's cool.
John Sauber.
With all that time out in California with Micah and the time you got to spend on him with campus, did you learn anything from him as a pass rusher? He's been mentioned as a couple guys. That's something that everyone's going to miss about him this year?
I feel like, being out there, it was more of just like, working out our bodies and agility training, just moving. I feel like that's the thing that Micah does well, just agility. He's like an agility master. Like he knows how to weave and just, know how to move his body weight fast. And I feel like you see that a lot in his game and how he makes his tackles. He's going through, polars and all that stuff. He's an agility guy. And I was trying to, get better at that in Cali. And I feel like I have. And I feel like that's probably one thing I learned to do better out in Cali.
Ron Parsons.
When going and practicing against the offensive line, who besides Rasheed Walker has stood out to you?
So I took, I would say two guys. On the other side, it would probably be Caden Wallace. He's gotten better. He does a good job of movement, and he's long. He has long arms for like the way his body's built. So I think he did a good job. And then when I was taking 4i, reps, I would say Des Holmes. Des Holmes is gonna, he's gonna surprise a lot of guys. I feel like he's gotten really good. His punch is crazy. The way he can move his feet, he's very athletic, very strong. So I feel like he's gonna turn some minds as well.
Giuliano.
Jayson, what's Shaka Tony been like as your teammate for all these years, and what kind of advice or counsel has he given you about football and off the field?
He's been like a mentor to me. He just took me in. He's taken me in, or he took me in as a freshman. Young, very impressionable, and he just showed me the ropes, showed me how to rush. He showed me how to, attack the game, understand the game. And like, he's still teaching me stuff now, that's like who he's been to like the program for real. It's just somebody, that you can come to and, just learn the game. He can, he's very, what's the word? He's very relatable. You can relate to him. He knows how to talk to anybody. He's like the big bro of the team. And I feel like Shaka's gonna have a great year, big year, because it's both of our years to do good things, great things, and I'm following his lead. He's following my lead. I feel like that's how it's gonna be this year.
Evan Patrick.
With there being no fans at games this season, have you thought about how that's going to have an impact in terms of, I guess, on-field communication, how the game is going, stuff with hard counts? So have you guys started to think about that and prepare for that at all?
Yeah, we prepare for everything. It's going to be weird without having the 107K, but there's going to be some benefits as well. Obviously, you're going to be able to like hear certain things, hear the cadence, just focus a little bit more, as opposed if you have people just screaming, the whole time. You can't even hear the man next to you. So there's obviously going to be some benefits, but some, negatives, because they just give us, an extra bit of adrenaline and, the rush we need to, sometimes pull out that win. So there's the benefits, there's the negatives.
Joe Giuliano.
Jayson, I appreciate the fact that you don't want to disclose any results of your competitions with Micah, but could you tell us what your latest 40 time was?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't timed myself in a while. I haven't, since I last time did the 4.33, I haven't timed myself. I'm gonna do it soon. I'll let you guys know.
Gianna Golly.
Yes. Hi, Jayson. I want to talk a little bit about your work ethic, whether you're getting playing time on the field or not. When you are, it's effective. What does it say about you? What does that signify, in other words?
I feel like that's just like the most underrated thing that people just don't notice about my game. I feel like I'm very productive when I'm in there. I do my work. I try to do it to my hardest ability, my hard work. I run to the ball. I try to clean plays. I just go out there and just try to ball, And I feel like the little snaps that I've gotten, I've been productive. I got 300 something snaps last year. Did what I had to do, and I feel like with the opportunity to have more, I could be even more productive. So that's my big thing.
Gabe Anjuri.
Hey Jayson, hope you're doing well. So this season, you're set to take on a little bit of an increased role with the departure of Yetur Gross-Matos. What are some things you improved on in the offseason? Maybe some things you took from him to really elevate your game.
Just be more aware in the game. Just be aware of the man in front of me, not always just looking in the backfield. Knowing how to react fast, using my hands, playing the run better. Just be very active. I feel like that's a thing that Yetur was good at. He was just always moving. That man was never stopped. He was just always in motion. So playing like that.